Hello, Akira. How are you? Can you hear me well? I'm wearing a new mic, so I don't know if it's working. You let me know. Okay. Very well. As always, let me know if this turns off. Like it's a new one, so I hope it can last longer than 2 hours, but we don't know. So just in case, if you notice that you cannot hear me anymore, that the sound went off, please, the emoji of the red flag, it means a lot to me. So sometimes I just keep talking and I don't realize that my mic turned off. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's see how it goes. Because the person that sold this to me, he wasn't able to tell me how many hours of battery does this have. And it's a Chinese brand. It's like the other one that I bought, except that this has is different. I don't know. It looks the same, but it has more accessories. So I hope that the quality is better. But I don't know. We'll see. I have to test it to see how long it lasts. Hello, Mariana. Oh, welcome. Also, guys, I wasn't able to recover my laptop, so I cannot change the setup of the live stream. So unfortunately, there's no filter. So if you guys feel like you should block someone or just stop spamming, I appreciate it. Very well. I did spend it very normally, at my house. Mariana, how did you spend it? Okay. Very nice with my family, very peaceful and loving. Nice. No, peacefulness. Yeah, I was pretty quiet here. Like usually there's a lot of fireworks and a lot of music. There was loud music. There was, of course. But I don't know if people are saving like the the fireworks, if they're saving it for New Year's. But I haven't seen like a huge display of fireworks. I'm trying to guess that it's because of the economy, and also there's like a law in here that it's not that you have like it's forbidden to have like these fireworks, especially during holidays. But you know, you have to have consideration for animals, especially for dogs and cats, and animals in general that you know they get very uneasy. You know, they get very nervous. Some run away. Some get very scared. Um, and they are very sensitive to the noises. So I don't know. I think that people have come to be much more like aware of those things. Um, so so yeah, I want to believe that it's one of the reasons why there's not much fireworks. But I don't know. I will have to wait to see on New Year's because probably they're saving for that one. Mm. I mean, I always say that for me, fireworks, I'm not a fan of fireworks actually. I don't see the use of that. Um, and I understand how there's people that actually spend their whole wages on fireworks for the holidays. For me, it's like throwing money away. But I understand that for children, they love fireworks or they want to see, you know. We buy for small children. We buy ones that are we call them like stars here. That is like this twinkling thing that evaporates very soon, but it's all sparkly. And those we buy for the children, you know, so they can play a bit with it. Um, for the money. I mean, if it's like a huge celebration, you know, where we are concentrated. For example, when I go to Chinatown here in the capital, that you have like the celebration of the Chinese New Year. In those kind of places, it's like, oh, it's nice because it's like a whole field, you know, that it's in a specific place out in the open where you can launch these things, you know, and not hurt people or animals. But when they do this in the neighborhood that we are all living, you know, very close to each other, very like next to each other, it gets a bit dangerous sometimes, you know, because there's people that I don't know that I don't know maybe they don't know how to light them up. Some are very reckless about this, all the precautions and all of that. So, you know, there have been incidents, there have been accidents. Is anyone watching Squid Game? I am watching season 2. And honestly, I don't know if it's because for me it was like a whole hype, like there was a whole hype and also like it was very refreshing, you know, the plot, the games and all of that. But now that I'm starting to watch season 2, I'm I'm bored. Like I cannot continue watching. I don't know. I will probably will watch a review of someone because I swear I cannot sit through a whole episode. Like I'm struggling. I was on episode. I think I got to episode 3 where I got to see top. But I'm not entertained. I'm not entertained. I think that I'm a bit like annoyed at the poor decisions of the main character. like it's giving gambling addiction, and like in season 1, okay, I sort of got it. I got it because it's like the guy needed the money and people that were there needed the money, but he won and now he wants to go back to get a sort of revenge while ignoring his family, his daughter, I don't know. It just sits very. It feels wrong. It feels like I don't understand that man. Like I cannot empathize with him. I try to be understanding, and I know that we were talking about this on Discord. From season 1, we knew that the guy is not actually. It's not a good guy. Like I mean, it's not that the guy is like wow, is so decent. We knew. But to make this decision again, and for what? Like, why is he so obsessed with going back and doing this all over? Like, what? You cannot even save yourself. Why do you want to be someone else's hero? Like, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Me and my friend just watch because FOMO. Yeah, that probably is one of the reasons why we somehow want to know. Like, okay, how does it end? what happened? Thank you, Mariana. But it's like, oh, I don't know. And also maybe I know that there's people that are like, okay, there are new games. But we know they're mostly all going to die. so so it's I don't know. I think that probably I also maybe for me they waited a lot until they got season 2. So maybe I lost interest. I believe that maybe it's me that I lost interest. Okay, guys, I will tell you who I have on my list for today. I have what? These are the general readings for 2025. And I have the group. How is this pronounced? Is this TWS, this group? Maybe it's pronounced differently. I don't know. TWS. Then this new group that I don't know if they debuted already, but someone asked me about this. This group that is called ABLLUM. ABLLUM. Oh my. Then I'm going to read for the actor Lee Junho. the actress Lee Seyoung for 17, for MEOW, for aespa, for Enhypen, Winner, and for Chaunu. I'm going to write down the first two because I don't know if with my pronunciation it was understood who I'm talking about. Lee Junho. It was so boring. I slipped off so many times. Yeah, I also like TOP. That's how I felt. Yeah, Shoda. Usually when it's like a season that is so, you wait so much, for it to, and you're like, okay, I'm going to watch it, and you have this expectation. I don't know, it's like an excitement that you're like, probably I will watch 1, 2 episodes, maybe 3. Like, I clear my schedule. I'm like, today it's a Squid Game night, and I'm going to watch some episodes. But actually, I felt I was struggling to finish the first episode. I had to, and I blame it. I was like, oh, maybe it's because I'm tired. No, actually, I think that I was bored. Hello, Alexis. You can, but you have watched season 1, because there's people that haven't watched season 1. So sometimes I talk about Squid Game, and people are like, "Oh, I haven't watched it yet," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, it premiered not so long ago," and they're like, "No, no, no, I haven't watched from the beginning." So I'm like, okay. But I also feel the Koreans were very biased against TOP. He made me laugh so much. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I have Netflix, but I will see it on that. Uh, yeah, I understand now. I don't know. I feel like I was more excited with season 1, and I love TOP. Yes, the top character. I love it. Um, I don't know. I think that maybe it would have been maybe better even if they didn't bring the original main lead. I know he's super famous. I know that he's a very recognized and a very beloved actor, the Squid Game actor. Um, but maybe it would have been different if they use someone else to keep telling, like, oh, they are going to play the game again. But with him, I think that I don't know. I think that I don't connect with what he's doing. I think that he's being stupid. Like, I know he was stupid in season 1, but this is getting like ridiculous. Like, okay, I hope you don't win. And I heard there's people that say that there's going to be season 3, and I'm like, why? Like, hmm. Yes, he's also charging so much money for the top lead character. They should just finish him. Yes, yes, yeah. I know he's a great actor. I know this, but I think that is very. I don't know. Maybe is what they want to achieve for us to grow, grow tired of him, not of the actor, of the character. Like I think that what him going back there and oh no, it's like oh, no, 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 no. It's getting on my nerves. I'm like, you're making the stupidest decision, and I know that usually in some films, in some dramas, usually there's people making very questionable decisions, and they do this so we can have a movie or we can have a series to watch. But oh no, it's like it's not. I don't feel pity for him anymore. I'm like, whatever happens to you, whatever happens, it's like you're on your own. Like I'm looking for another characters to feel empathy towards, because for him, I'm like, you're so stupid. Like, ugh. I got to like T.O.P with him as actor and singer in Japan. Was my first K-pop group since 2011 till now. Wow, he's so charming. He's so charming. And also him playing like a madman or someone that is not okay. He does this so well. Like to play the bad guy. Then later, if I have time and my mic doesn't leave me, we can. I can maybe pull some cards for TOP. I don't know how it's pronounced. Is it TOP or is it top? Maybe I should write his full name or his real name. Yes, yes, I agree. To stop. Okay. And also, I was like, I was looking for him. When there was like this gathering of all these people, I was looking for him. I was waiting for him to have a scene, for him to show up. Um, and the cast is great also. The cast is great. They have amazing cast. Unfortunately, there's something that for me, for my taste, or maybe for my feelings at the moment, I'm not entertained. I'm like a bit apathic about it. But they have a great cast. They have a great cast. They should have added my favorite, this guy of When the Phone Rings, Ju Jun-suk. This one, I don't remember the full name of the deck. I know it ends with Pavlov Tarot deck. I know it has, I believe, another name before Pavlov. It is beautiful. Look at this Queen of Cups. So beautiful. The Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Look at this Four of Swords. This is definitely someone taking a nap. The Hermit. Maybe you and Josok will come in season 3. Yeah, it's just that when it comes to Junjo Sok, I think that he has plenty of work done. So it's like in the case of him, I can say that he's an actor that if I want to see different acting roles of him, I have plenty to look for. Not only in K-dramas, but also in movies. I remember watching him in A Bloody Day, I believe. I don't know if it was a movie or a series, but it was A Bloody Day. It's called. It's really good, that one. And he wasn't that like attractive in there. Besides his character being dangerous, but he played it very well. That thriller. Ah, yeah, did not know of K-pop groups till the year of 2011. In it until it was my TV channel was called. On my TV channel was called Mnet, where it showed different types of K-pop dramas, music videos, game shows to talk shows. Oh, yeah, if it was Mnet, you had everything. Oh, really? Sad thing is every time he plays a role where he does well, negative reviews come up about him. Haters just bring it up everywhere. Just that people get very fixated on um, certain actors, I believe. Like especially like there's something about like probably you have to be like baby face or you have to have this innocent kind of look or face or features to maybe fit their standards of what they look or how a main lead should look like a good guy, like the nice guy, the boy next door, literally. I think that they support more those, and they don't care if the work is lame, as long as the person has like baby face and everything. Um, and Jun Jok Sok, he is pretty in face. He is handsome, but I would say that as the Aries man that he has much more energy. Like there's something about him that even he can look like young and innocent and everything, but there's something about his body language that he is a very, like, you definitely see that there's much more to him than just the role that he plays. Even when he's wearing a very, delicate suit and tie, and he's all like organized and put together. there's something about his body language that lets you know that this guy can go to war wearing a tuxedo. Like he has that energy that you can feel it, that he's not a passive guy. You know, he probably is someone that moves his body a lot, or he has a lot of expressions. He can express anger in his eyes, or deception, or strong emotions, you know, with the way he stares at you know, his co-stars. But then you have others that don't have that, but as long as they look pretty, you know, and they look good, people, you know, support them. Mm. Ah, yes, in Florida, that was how I discovered it. Yoon looks a bit cold. Maybe that's why people think he's not someone they can. Ah, really? For me, he doesn't look cold. He looks, for me, it's not that he looks cold. For me, he looks relentless. Like if his character has to go and get something done, or get something for himself, he doesn't mind. He is like he can do whatever it takes. You know, there's something about his energy that feels unstoppable. You know, that that if he wants something, he's going to get it, and he doesn't care the means to get it. So yeah, maybe that's why, you know, maybe people are like, I don't trust him. Yeah, a bit ruthless. Yes, he does have that type of stare, like I'm going to get it. Yeah, yeah, he does. He does have that intensity that you're like, yeah, I can see you betraying someone to get what you want. Or walking away from someone in need because you don't have the time to do something for them, you know. But when he smiles, he's cute. When he smiles, he's cute. But I wouldn't say he's pretty. Like, no. But he's not ugly either. Okay, guys, I'm going to start because I have a lot of people here. So, yeah. I don't know how it's pronounced, this group, TWS, but I think that it's a new group. I believe I've seen something of theirs. I believe I've seen a performance or something of theirs. But yeah, I'm going to read for them and their 2025. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, Alexis. Mm-hmm. Okay. For TWS. Good. Good. For TWS, we have Six of Cups, the Hangman, Temperance in the middle, Three of Swords, and Two of Wands. And then from the other deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Strengthening Bonds. Why do I feel like this group, I don't think that it's like about to put them in hiatus, but why do they have a lot of stuff? Ah, TWS stands for 24/7. Ah. Their career seems a bit weird. A bit weird. But probably this is the vibe of a lot of fifth gen groups, you know, that it seems like there's a lot of stops. And also the Six of Cups is like doing all over or redoing what others had done before. So with this, maybe it's doing a lot of covers. And with the Handman, there's something about them, like, I don't know who I read for last week, that I said the same about them, you know, I believe it was Psychers, about them having to do covers or having to pay tribute or having to collaborate with other groups and to do other groups' songs, you know. There's something about like, okay, yeah, we feel honored because really we are learning, you know, we are acquiring experience. But with the Handman, it's like, what about something new? Or what about something of ourselves? You know, we do have a lot of things to show in the future. So why, you know, again, why are you putting us on hold, on pause with things that have been done before? You know, it's like, yeah, we celebrate people that came before us. It's an honor. We are actually grateful. But we feel it like it's a stop in our way. You know, we are not advancing. We are just remaining in there. We are, they are okay because we have the Temperance in the middle. So, you know, whatever they have to do to in 2025 to keep being, you know, being known, or maybe, you know, getting more experiences, opportunities for themselves. You know, with the Temperance, I think that they are very wise in that sense. I think that with the Temperance, they are like, okay, you know, I have hope that, you know, this will change in the future, that this is not going to always be like this. Also, they are very sensible, you know, they are very, they sacrifice. There's something about these guys, you know, sort of sacrificing themselves for their future, in the sense of like, okay, we understand that we have to pay tribute to these people that came before us, you know, maybe mentioning how much we want to collaborate with this very famous group, with this very famous idol. You know, it's not going to be a year where you're going to see something different. No. And they are sort of getting ready. They are getting their mindset ready that it is what it is, and this is a beginning for them, nevertheless. So, you know, they are, like I said, they're grateful. I think that they're smiling, but inside they're like, again, this? Oh my. But yeah, they're such a humble group that I think that, you know, they will endure it. They will endure it with a smile. Because it's not like they're suffering, but, you know, with the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands, there could be a bit of disappointment of them, you know, maybe losing an opportunity, or feeling like they had an opportunity to launch something new and it was given to someone else. With the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands, they are trying to be like, okay, maybe this is just a phase, we have to go with the flow and adapt, that we will work with other groups and they will invite us to the challenge and we will be with them, But with the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands, it's like, what about our own planning? Like there's something that is disappointing about the way they're planning. People that are in charge of planning something for them, I see it very poor, very poor. And I think that maybe when they're about to get something, it's going to go to another group, or it's going to get postponed. They sort of will feel it like a betrayal. Yeah. But again, they have the Knight of Cups. So there's this understanding, I would say. They are like, well, at least we were considered. They're so nice. They are so nice. They're such a sweet children, I would say. But I know that they're guys, but they're very innocent as well. I was like, where are these kids from? Where do they got these kids from this group? Because they are a bit naive. So I'm like, I mean, at least they're not suffering, but with the Three of Swords, there's a bit of disappointment. It's like, again, this, it was supposed to be for us. But we have the Ace of Pentacles, that the keyboard is strengthening bonds. So, like I said, they will try to adapt because they have the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely, maybe in 2025, it's going to feel like they're more participating on other people's projects, and that necessarily the spotlight is not on them, but is opportunities. Is opportunities. With the Ace of Pentacles, it says a strengthening bonds. Also, it's a way of them working their dynamic with each other. Getting a bit much more stable in the career. I see some winnings, with all these, I don't know why I want to say sacrifice, with all the sacrifice that they do. But with the strengthening bonds, I think that at the end, they are going to be recognized. They are going to be given something important for the group. Maybe it's even an opportunity for some members, of maybe participating of certain individual gigs, individual activities. I think that it's going to be a successful year. I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles, I think that what the cards are telling me is like, the guys are okay, in the sense that probably they are in a very stable place. Maybe the company takes really good care of the guys, and maybe, making them go through this whole process of them, doing things for other groups, or mentioning other groups, or talking about other groups, praising other groups. Maybe, it's part of a process that, maybe the company believes that is like a way of them getting more grounded, more mature. And I see that there's potential of growth for them, and also that there's prosperity for them. So they will be very well taken care of, or maybe when they do release something big or important, it's going to be well done. So yeah, it's just that maybe, they fear a bit, they fear a bit to be left out. They probably inside, they are trying to be as mature and understanding as possible. But, maybe sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, now is our moment. And then, a project that was supposed to be theirs, it goes to someone else or some other people. So they will have to keep being positive, because I don't see them like being a priority. But definitely they are being taken care of, and they are considered, you know, they are considered, they are being considered. It could be. I mean, I don't see a hiatus for them, but the handman in there is like, yeah, wait. I mean, the Knight of Cups, it could be, you know, someone more important coming in. That they are like, oh, yeah, wait, guys, someone new showed up. Could it be that they're trying to launch a soloist? Because I the Knight of Cups, it gives me soloist vibe. But yeah, definitely, they don't know what to do with them. They lack planning. With the 2 of Wands, it's like, yeah, I got it. You have a sort of plan for the group, but when are you going to execute it? It's like, let's keep advancing. Seems like they're stuck, like, when it comes to ideas. He's my favorite soloist. He has such a soloist aura. He's my fave. Okay, I'm going to continue with this group with ABLLUM. I believe it's pronounced that way, ABLLUM. Are they going to, did they debut already? Are they going to debut soon? There's a lot of hard work in here. There's a lot of hard work in here for this group, ABLLUM. There's a lot of hard work in here. Wow, they're definitely, I don't know what company do they belong to, but wow, the effort. And also how strict they are. I know it's a girl group. They are so strict with the girls. They're so strict. So I wonder where they're from, because it seems like the company is not playing with them. We have the Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Judgment in the middle, the Chariot, and the Eight of Pentacles. And from the other deck, we have the Eight of Wands, and is it Wands? Yes, it is Wands, yeah. It says success and growth. They are coming over. They are coming over. They're coming over. They're coming very fast. If they haven't debuted already, they are this close to do this. But they are so harsh. They are so harsh on the girls. They want them to be the best of the best. Like, I can see them like being put to compete with each other, you know, to sort of exude, or maybe to improve certain areas of themselves. And I think that even though they can appear on the scene, on the K-pop scene already, and show themselves in advance, there's still a lot of things that they will focus on the girls, like you have to keep working on this and then this and this. um, there's a lot of movement, a lot of ambition also. Probably the girls has a lot of potential, so whoever is managing them is being a bit harsh on them. I think that they are pressuring them, um, you know pressuring them even psychologically, to make sure that they are really in this, when you, it's like, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to be part of the group? If you want to be part of the group, you have to be the best of the best. Like, I want a 10, like I want 120 from you. I don't want lazy people. Like, I think that they make them train extra hard. And they would see, you definitely will see maybe their abilities or their how they advance so fast in their career. Maybe they have like a hit, or maybe they already have like a hit song, and I don't know. But it seems it seems very powerful. It seems very powerful. And there's something about them, if they're about to launch something from the girls, there's something like, okay, it has to be now. But could it be that they come from a survival show or something like this, where there's a lot of competition? Because I see that they are being judged harshly. But this makes them stronger, like really, like the girls are going to do very well. But yeah, um, this whole process is not going to be friendly. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's very aggressive. Yes, they will be all right. Yes, yes. They are used to also. They are used to being judged. This is why I'm asking if they come from a survival show, because there seems to be like a lot of judges around them, judging their performances. They also make the girls compete with each other, to sort of be like, okay, we don't want weak people here, so let's see what you can do, and if you can defeat this other person, even though they're from the same group. So it's like always them challenging each other. It's like, we don't want weaknesses in here. But also there's a lot of teamwork. They know that this is for the sake of the group, or for the success of the group. Also, the judgment in the middle, it could be the audience also. I don't know. Maybe the audience is also being a bit judgy to the girls. But I think that they're used to that. They're used to that, because with the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, we know. We know we have some things to perfectionate, but we are advancing anyways, because we are ready. We want to be out there already. We want you to see us. So whatever you want us to improve, we will do it. Very rational. And also the fast success and growth that they're going to have is going to be amazing. 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 It's going to be amazing. But yeah, it's all very professional. It's all very professional. So I wonder if the people that train them, they are somehow like coaches of other kind of like sports, or from a very competitive environment, because it seems like they are being trained very harshly, you know, to be the best of the best, like as if they were in the military, I would say. Yeah, I agree. The girl group scene right now is kind of competitive. We have big names. Yes. Then I'm going to look for them to see, you know, what they're about. Or if there's some fans of them watching, I would appreciate the feedback, guys. Of ABLLUM, because I don't know much, but I'm curious now. Someone mentioned ZEROBASEONE. Yeah, I do have to read. I'm going to read for them now before I forget, because I did say the other day that I was going to do the reading for them. And so I'm going to read for ZEROBASEONE. Okay, for ZEROBASEONE. Yeah, ABLLUM, something like that. That one, yes. ZEROBASEONE. Okay, for ZEROBASEONE, we start with the Hierophant. Temperance. The temperance for the boy groups is something like that. Is telling them, guys, be patient and be very optimistic. Let's go with the flow. Maybe the year is not going to be that active, but they have to, you know, go with the flow of whatever opportunity appears. We have the World card in the middle. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Six of Pentacles. This Queen of Wands, could it be a collaboration? And from the other deck, we have Seven of Cups, Daydreams, and Decisions. I mean, it's going to be a positive year. They have a lot of major arcana, so there's also about ZEROBASEONE, also with the Hierophant here and the Temperance and the World. There's harmony. You know, there's something about them probably understanding that the business has certain seasons, I would say, you know, where things are very heavy and things are like always fast, and you have to go with the flow and just, you know, get as many opportunities as you can and collaborations and just talk to others and participate of shows. You know, I think that they have a maturity and understanding of the industry, and they are very mature. With all these major arcanas in here, I think that not all of them, because I don't know how many members ZEROBASEONE has, but it seems like some members that are in there, they have a lot of experience in the business, in the show business, or in the, like, there's wisdom. There's these also are people that they don't complain, they don't compare each other, they don't compare with other groups, they are not like looking at what others are doing, they just focus on being great themselves. They adapt, you know, even if an opportunity seems very, you know, humble and it's not going to give them that much, but they feel like, oh, you know, I feel honored to be here, you know, that this person invited me. They are like water for me. They are like water. They are also optimistic. They are very respectful. And I think that they follow the rules, you know, whatever, you know, maybe a CEO or someone that is older than them tells them to do, they follow it. They follow it. So I think that they are a dream to work with. Probably there's a lot of people that talk very positively of them, like they have good work ethic. Yeah. Also, they are so organized in their matters. I think that there's something about 2025 of them, being able to finish their own individual schedules and then moving on to something new and then maybe having a comeback and then, slowly and adapting to whatever shows up. They are in a great place in their career, I would say. They are in a great place. But I think that their mentality is that they are not in a rush. There's no desperation here. There's no like, oh my God, like, oh, I cannot wait to get this that the other person got. No, no, they're so focused on themselves. This is why I think that the tranquility that they have or that they possess, it comes from a higher knowledge. It seems like they just know about business. And also with the world card, maybe they come from different parts of the world. So there's like I would say an holistic understanding of the world, literally, like how this functions, that we work through cycles. Like I said, we work with seasons. This season it wasn't our strongest, but yeah, next season we will get it. You know, just amazing, amazing. Them going with the flow, not stressing. But yeah, the Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. This could be, a very important figure, a very important authority figure. This could be another idol, someone that maybe, wants to collaborate or give something to the group. Maybe invite them, and this is someone that is very known. Is someone that is very strong and has a strong presence in the industry. So I see this person also being very um, generous with the group. I mean, like, I want to work with you guys, or I have this idea. Do you guys want to participate in this? But very all with contracts, with very well planned. It's like, okay, I will pay you, I will give you this in return. So I think that this woman also is a great influence in 2025, a great influence. Hello, Vanis Pro. Another female CEO. It could be. It could be. But I sort of see it more like a star. Like a star. Either an actress or, an actress idol. Someone very influential that is like, guys, I like how you work or how you prepare this. So I have this offer for you. Can you guys, I don't know, sing this for me? Or, I have this idea. Can you guys like perform this for me? So yeah, I like this. I like this. But yeah, the last card that they got, the Seven of Cups, daydreams and illusions. So I think that, yeah, probably because I also sense a lot of water in Zero Base One. So there's something about them probably having a good year in 2025, a year where they will go with the flow and they will take as many opportunities as they can. But it's also a year where, I don't know, maybe if you guys are fans, maybe you guys can tell me, because this is how I'm feeling. When I think about them, I get this Seven of Cups that is about these daydreams and illusions. Maybe they still are, could it be that they are still like too dreamy? Like there's something about them seeming, it's not about them being too perfect, but there's something about them, maybe their concept or what they do, it seems like out of this place. So there's a level of fantasy, but also of evasion. It's like, now you see me, now you don't see me. or yes, I did this, I performed this, I show up, but it seems like they're not treated like people yet. Like they are more like, I don't know, could it be that they're selling a fantasy? That their concept is about selling a fantasy and maybe not being that approachable or being like too special or having this aura of unreachable? Um, because I think that um, maybe, if this person shows up, with the Six of Pentacles, um, this person can actually give a bit much more of a structure to the way they are being working, because I think that there's something about them being unreachable. I don't know if maybe people relate them with these very handsome people, that is the kind of people that are so perfect that you're like, oh, I cannot imagine myself being next to him because he's so special. And I think that probably their concept is this, is a bit like, okay, yeah, I'm the person of your dreams. I sell you a fantasy. I confuse you a bit. You think that you know me, but you don't know me. So, yeah, I still think that they have this, yeah, now you see us and now we disappear, or um, we are mysterious, like you don't know what you are consuming about us yet, but it feels very romantic, feels very, very dreamy, like I'm your Prince Charming. So maybe, they, maybe this is their concept, but I don't know why I don't feel this when I read for other groups, and for them I do feel like this, like they are untouchable. It's like, yeah, you want to admire me, do it from afar, because I'm that precious. Um, I'm a fantasy. Maybe that's their concept, to be the perfect boyfriend, the perfect idol. Seems very special. Ah, they were super successful in Japan. Hello, Hope. Good morning to you. Okay, I'm going to continue with the actor and 2 p.m. Member Lee Junho for 2025 for him. Hmm. Oh, she got two cards. She got this card in reverse. Well, okay, for him, we start with the Knight of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. We have the Star in the middle. We have the Hierophant, the Company card, and we have the Three of Cups. And then he had two of these, so I had to call it. We have the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. And we have, I believe this is the Temperance card, and it says balance, but he got it like in reverse. So why is he not balanced? Why does it feel like he's not balanced? I mean, he's okay. I don't see cards that indicate that he is like, it's not okay. He's in some trouble with his taxes right now. Yeah, I mean, I think I see him working slowly through the resolution of this. Honestly, I don't see a bad consequence for him, or punishment. No, with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords, him probably collecting very slowly, because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, but it's also very organized. There's something about him probably collecting the papers, or just maybe waiting, and at some point maybe he's going to come out, he's going to talk about it, or he's going to release a statement. But yeah, I don't see him being bothered actually by that. I think that maybe if there was an issue, I don't know, if there was like some trouble when it comes to that, it has to do with him being very slow. The Knight of Pentacles is like, yeah, okay, like I'm going to take care of this. But he probably started late, or didn't deliver some papers or paperwork, or he did something very slowly. And this is why, I see him owning this and be like, yeah, well, yeah, it was my fault, or maybe, I was late. But I see him already taking care of this. I don't see him evading anything. So I don't know. I don't know about that. But in 2025, I think that also he's probably going to be working on something new, because I see the star card. So also, if there could be some issue with, these sort of taxes or whatever, maybe it has to do that him also being a star, or him being known. Maybe people can help him out to resolve this faster. But I don't see it being an inconvenience for him or his image. And I also see the company. I don't know which company he belongs to, but we have the Hierophant here. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Three of Cups. So I see also maybe his company or his representatives or people that manage him all coming to defend him, or to, I don't know, I think that they come to celebrate him. I don't know. But maybe it could be that 2025 is going to be a successful year for him when it comes to his work. I kind of can see maybe a very important role, or a leading role, him having, him being the star of a very successful show. Because honestly, I don't see a co-star. I don't see someone, associated with him. I think that is all about him. But with the Hierophant and the Three of Cups, it's like, him being celebrated. Him being celebrated by a lot of people because of this. But yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, and also with the Temperance in reverse, I think that maybe these cards are more talking about, his lack of balance. I think that maybe this that happens is, or maybe it's happening with his taxes. The Six of Pentacles also talks about papers, about contracts, about giving and take, giving and take. And he feels a bit unbalanced when it comes to giving and take. I don't know if maybe he's too trusting, or he maybe leaves things, or he forgets about them. but there's something about him not being that organized, not being in balance when it comes to these important things that, yeah, maybe has to do with money, with income. Um, Probably there's also some imbalance also with his money. So I wonder if because it does give me that maybe he gave money to someone, or he gave a loan to someone, and also that person didn't pay him back. There's something about him with money, and with him having control over his finances, that I think that this is something that maybe in 2025 he has to take care of this. Why he doesn't pay attention to this. you know what is going on with your money? Where is your money going? Because with the six, giving and receiving, it's like, okay, when you did something for this person, or when you offer a service, did they pay you back? Did you check that? It's about having more responsibility. I don't know if maybe in his mind he's like, yeah, but I already talked about this, or I already said something to this person, but they didn't listen to me. But there's an imbalance. There's something about money and deserving, and also recognizing his own value, that maybe he's too trusting, or maybe he's like, no, but this person said that they were going to help me out. So I don't know. I think that there's a reason why the temperance came in reverse. I think that this maybe is an inconvenience, but it's also showing him something that has been going on for years. Maybe him not having the best people that can actually advise him on these matters. Maybe him not knowing about, how do I do this? But yeah, he should check what he does with his money. Because probably he gave his money to someone, or he loaned his money to someone, and that person didn't pay him back. Or they said that they would, and they didn't pay him. The seem more serious is one of the, oh, mm, ah, ah, ah. Now let's see. Did you know? Yeah, I thought it was the justice, but no. Yeah, about this matter, we have the high priestess, we have the queen of wands, and we have the king of swords. And he came out as the king of swords. So I think that there's someone that is hiding something from him. That definitely this person is related to him, because it comes with him. This queen of wands with the high priestess. It's about a woman. I don't think that is a partner. I think that it could be a sister, mother, I don't know. But this person did not tell him the whole thing. The high priestess comes with her, not with him. He's attached to this person, so maybe if they're related, if they're family, yeah, they're stuck together by blood. But yeah, I think that it has to do with this woman. She keeps secrets from him. Mm. I don't know. I see them defending themselves, but yeah. I think that it's like a family thing. Like it's like, I don't know. I think that maybe he trusts this person too much, or he just lets them take, do things on his name. Okay. I'm going to continue with the actress Lee Seyoung. Beautiful. Beautiful. This woman, every time I read for her, I get this strong spiritual vibe. Her energy is so intense. At the same time, I think that she's so secretive. She's so secretive. If she's not a Scorpio, she must be really, really close or have a strong Scorpio placement. Because the way she doesn't show me what is going on. The first card that I get from her is the Hermit. So she's like, oh yeah, I'm on my own, yeah, like I'm sort of like hiding there. I just go out when I have to, usually when I have to work, but otherwise I just keep to myself. And I think that she's happy that way. Definitely I see happiness. But there's a lot of scorpionic vibe from her. She got the death card. So I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, for Elise Young, the Hermit, Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups. We have Three of Pentacles and Six of Wands. Yeah, she is the red sleeve actress. And she got the death card. I can sort of see that she could be in a relationship with someone, but she's not showing me who it is. And I say she because she's like one of these persons that, there's certain artists that when I read for them, I notice that they are sort of shielding themselves, so I cannot read for them that much. I cannot go deep. Um, she's one of those people. She's like, you can see a bit, but you cannot see in detail. It's like she cuts the reading. She's so overprotective of family, friends, a relationship. And this in 2025 is going to be a year of relationships. I think that honestly she is a loner. Starting with the hermit, definitely she is a loner. She prefers her own company. She prefers to do things, in very known places with, in her own cave. I would say, I see her very recluded. But the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, there's something about her maybe realizing that maybe she longs for connections, or she's very emotional, but maybe, her love is more like, it's not just like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this person. It's much more about, I give my love to my family. I give my love to the community, or I give my love to, my craft. This is where I put my emotional energy and my love and my devotion. Um, she's very devoted to her craft, definitely. With the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, she is an amazing actress, and she's devoted to this. This is why I think when I read for her, and even though I see the Two of Cups here and I see the Ten of Cups, so I'm like, you're not alone. But at the same time, I have the Hermit. So there's something about her nature being like, for everyone that knows me, that sees me, I want to be like a blank page because of my work. You don't have to know who I'm dating. You don't have to know if I'm married. You don't have to know if I have children of my own. You don't have to know anything about me. I'm just like a blank a board, where you can just, put in there any image you have of me, any perception. You don't have to know my intimate world. You just have to watch how I work and how I execute my acting, my skills. She's very reserved, very reserved. She's like, I I don't hang out with people on the on like on the outside, like, oh yeah, like I'm just hanging here so everyone can see me and take pictures of me. I think that she's very reserved, very reserved. And probably she spends time in public. She doesn't share that much. She's very guarded. She's more focused on her own journey, spiritual journey, self-development. Um, and also with the death card, I can see that probably if she's going to be acting in something, it's going to be a success, definitely. With the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, I don't know if she has many projects. There's a lot of projects, but there could be one in particular that is going to be very successful. It's going to be very successful. She's going to end the year winning some awards in 2025. But yeah, also with the death card, um, there's going to be something that is going to change in 2025. I think that professionally she's going to do great. But I think that emotionally, there's something that she's going to go through, a transformation that feels very deep. I think it has to do with family and relationships. Maybe she wants to have a family of her own. Maybe she's like, because I sort of see with the Hermit, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I sort of see her looking at that and being like, I'm I'm lucky. I have work. I'm doing very well in my work. I'm abundant. Um, I think I deserve love, or have a family. There's something about that, that maybe in past years she hasn't been paying attention to that, because like I said, she's a loner, so it's a very intimate decision of hers to maybe remain anonymous sometimes, or just not get that emotionally connected to people, even though she seems very emotional. But she's maybe very hard to reach out. It's really hard to get to know her. But with the death card, I think that there's something about 2025 being different. It's like you're going to come to the realization that this is what you're looking for, and you're going to find that you're looking for. So, from being a loner to, I don't know, lonely no more, could it be? Because the death card is like you have to release the past. You have to do something different. You cannot remain being the same. In 2025, you have to change. What is this change about? Page of Swords. Could be speaking up more about herself, or just being much more opinionated, defending certain causes, be more outspoken about certain things. I don't know. But see, yeah, the cards are like, yeah, you are very wise. You have to change your ways to find that happiness. Or maybe she's looking for a new purpose, or she's looking for a sign, or she's looking for a way to transform her life that maybe has become a bit routinary. So maybe she's looking for a change, and that change is going to appear. She recently acted in Korean-Japanese drama with Kentaro Sakaguchi. Oh, I saw Kentaro. Taking a picture, like actually the picture was taken with him and my bias and City Utah. So I was so happy to see the both of them together. Because it's like, I really like that actor, Kentaro Sakaguchi. He's so beautiful also, Kentaro. Such a beautiful man. He doesn't look that Japanese. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I'm not an expert on facial features or Asian facial features. But am I the only one that I'm like, he doesn't look like the typical Japanese man? Or maybe it's just my perception. Let's put some cards between her and Kentaro. Let's see the dynamics. Let's see how it went. Lee Seyoung and Kentaro and their connection. Yeah, I mean, from the actress Lee Seyoung about Kentaro Sakaguchi, we got the Eight of Cups for her. So see, she's a very emotional person. She's a very emotional person and very intuitive, and she got the Eight of Cups about him. And from his side, we have the Queen of Wands. So he has an ego, I would say. He's very proud of himself. And their connection or their dynamic, we have the Two of Wands. So definitely this was like a different approach. Maybe for them it was like, okay, let's try something different. Could it be risky even? I don't know. The Two of Wands, it gives me like, okay, we were trying to innovate here. Like and with the Two of Wands I can sort of see that maybe they will have to continue to collaborate a bit more in 2025. Probably, the promotions are not over, or you will see them again working on something together or participating in events together. Because the two of wands, it gives me like, yeah, like actually we are planning to keep doing more. But it's like they're seeing if that's, they're planning a future. Um, but yeah, I think I think that from her, honestly, emotionally, because I believe that probably emotionally she puts a lot of herself, or she puts a lot of emotions literally in her character. I haven't watched what they did together, if it was a movie or a series. But there's something about her, when she finishes a project, she sort of tries to remove herself from whatever is associating her. She doesn't like to, just stay attached to that character, because probably it's very draining emotionally for her. Even to remain being close to the person that she worked with, it feels like, she's always attached to that. So maybe, after she finishes with her co-stars, maybe they see each other every once in a while, but she maybe tries to, be like, okay, let's part ways. I have to go. I have to go because emotionally, like, I put a lot of myself, so I need time and I need space. But I am happy. I put everything of myself emotionally. I am proud. I'm happy, but I'm going. Bye. I'm going. Um, she's like, bye. But yeah, in the case of him, Queen of Wands, he's a bit much more of a show off, which is very interesting because I know he's a Cancer guy, right? He's a Cancer sign, Cancer man. Could it be that he has a Leo moon or something like this? Because there's something about him, feeling important. Also, maybe, being very much aware of his popularity. Maybe I don't know about him. I think I have seen him here and there. Maybe I have seen some Japanese productions of his, but he's very well aware that he's important, and that also he's also liking the attention that he's receiving, maybe from overseas. He's enjoying this. He likes to be the center of attention as well. He's very proud of himself. He seems like an extrovert, even though, maybe, his education and the way he shows himself, it seems like he's reserved. But there's something about it that lets me know with this Queen of Wands that actually he loves to have fun. Like, there's something just very cheerful about him, very open, like, okay, if you want to get to know me, let's go and get some drinks, but definitely he's much more open and sociable, and she's like, yeah, I don't have time. I have to be home. So yeah, very different. Very different. Hello, Chachalino. Okay, I'm going to continue with the groups because I do have a lot. Oh, Oh my. Okay. I'm going to continue with 17. 2025. Kind of major arcanas for some groups. Hmm. 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 Okay, for 17, we start with the 6 of Wands, High Priestess, 8 of Cups, the Hermit, the Fool, and 7 of Wands, choose your battles. The first thing that I get, especially because I saw this High Priestess in here, and I'm like, what are you not telling me? What are they hiding? Because the first the first card before the High Priestess, we have the 6 of Wands. So definitely it's like they start the year with maybe a lot of recognition, maybe they win awards or they are going to win something, maybe they're going to have a comeback, they're going to win, like they're going to start the year celebrating and being victorious. So it seems like the energy, it seems like they enter the 2025 with these victorious, like warriors, like, yeah, we made it, or yeah, this is, we received this, or we got this, that is great, or, they enter like champions. But then, with the High Priestess, I'm like, but why are you hiding? Like it seems like with this success there's something hidden. So could it be that it seems like there's things being hidden from them, maybe certain decisions, maybe because I see them being out and just being very proud of themselves. But with the High Priestess, it's like, there's this confusion a bit. Like, I think that there's things that you're not telling us. But with the 8 of Cups in the middle, definitely there's a feeling of like, okay, we have to accept that it's time to move on. So there's something about a farewell, guys, like, okay, we done great so far, but we have to go, or we have to, emotionally they're feeling very sensitive. In 2025 they're going to still be feeling very sensitive. I remember when I read for them before we got the news of this member that enlisted Junho. I remember that they also got these cards of feeling like they're losing someone, like they're feeling very sensitive about each other's presence. It's like, oh, because you will not be here, so it's this very emotional moment. This is this is why I think that even though, you know, maybe they have the triumphs or maybe they will have the winnings and they will have everything inside of them, maybe what they're trying to hide maybe from the fans or maybe from other people is the sadness that they feel like this is huge what is happening to them. You know, maybe other people are going to enlist and they're preparing to leave. So there's this like, okay, I accept this, that this is part of our journey. You know, it's like, okay, I'm not sad, I'm sort of accepting that I have to go. But for a while they will try to show this very vibrant energy of like, yeah, because we are winners or because we are the best, and you know, this very happy and celebrated energy, them celebrating a lot, probably, you know, maybe releasing music that is very uplifting, that is all about, you know, celebration parties, you know. But with the high priestess, there's something about something deeper behind all that glamour and behind all that superficial image. I think they do feel a bit sad, you know, there's sadness. um I think that honestly it's not going to be right now. It's not going to be right now. I think that probably the first half of the year is going to be about activities, but then maybe in the middle they will have to stop, and maybe, you know, start opening up and sharing with the fans, you know, how they're going to go from here. Also, you know, with the hermit and the fool, there's something about them probably, you know, focusing more on individual work. You know, the hermit and the fool is like, okay, you guys, the guys that stay, you guys have to go reflect and think about, okay, how you're going to do this. Because somehow they have to start over or they have to create something different. Maybe something even a bit riskier. Maybe having an idea that is like a bit crazy. Maybe even some members, you know, saying yes to certain individual activity, or like, this is my first time doing this. I usually don't belong here, but I do this because I'm alone, basically. You know, when you have the hermit, it's like you have to find the resources or the answers within yourself because there's no one around you. It's just you. So you have to get creative. You have to get creative and also take some risk. It's like take the leap of faith, and start over because you are on your own. So yeah, it's going to be a very spiritual year, very emotional. But they are not suffering. They are accepting these advances or these changes. But definitely with the Six of Wands lets me know that whatever they release in 2025 is going to be celebrated. It's going to be a success. Like, there's no doubt that, you know, they're going to be successful. And people just love them. You know, maybe this is the feeling, you know, that whatever they do, you know, they're very loved. They're very celebrated. But inside them, maybe they do feel a bit nostalgic, you know, like, yeah, I know that we have the support of these people, but, you know, sometimes I do feel, or they maybe feel a bit lonely and misunderstood, you know. The Seven of Wands, you know, the card of choose your battles, Seven of Wands. Also, it could be a year where maybe some members or a member in specific, they will have to maybe face a bit of criticism, and they will have to sort of defend themselves or stand their ground against, you know, certain accusations. It could be a dating scandal again, you know. When the keyword says choose your battles, and I think that this battle is not worth it. Probably it's more of the same, you know, people speculating, oh, this member is dating this person, I saw them here and I saw them there, you know, and it's just a waste of energy and time. But there's something probably about this person feeling like, oh, it's me again. Like when will you guys let me be? Like, yeah, yeah, the star. Heal. Could it be, is there someone that has some health issues? Because with the card of heal or healing, maybe if this is like the star card or if this is the empress, I think that is the star card. I think that there's maybe this person is also being accused of having privileges and he will have to defend himself. So yeah. Mm. But yeah, 2025 is going to be like, and also, you know, it's very interesting that they get the hermit because the in the tarot, you know, next year is going to be the year of the hermit. So probably, you know, you're not going to see a lot of movement and action in certain groups. You are more likely going to see, you know, some content that is also maybe to cherish and to value certain members that are going to be leaving, you know, maybe, you know, even showing things that have been done or recorded already, you know, things from the past, you know, maybe concerts, past concerts, you know, I don't see much activity. I think that what they're going to do if some members leave is to the ones that stay, they have to start creating their own, you know, connect with their own creativity and be like, okay, now that I'm here, what do I do? You know, and to think outside the box because maybe some of them have like a very risky idea. They are like, you know, I actually want to do, I don't know, I want to do acting, like something that is not like, oh, it's crazy, but maybe, you know, accordingly to what people think of them or maybe what they had done in the past, people are like, there's no way you want to do this, but you never done this before. And then being like, but I want to try. I want to do this. I never actually given much thought about this, but I want to try this. I have curiosity. I want to try this at least once. I don't care how it goes, but I want to try it. Mm, mm. What they're hiding. And look, Chachalino, you wanted me to clarify the High Priestess, what they're hiding. They're hiding the Seven of Wands again. Remember that they got the seven, well, I mixed it, but they got the Seven of Wands here, that it was like choose your battles. And they got the Seven of Wands again. So they probably are being attacked in private. Like, or they, it's like we celebrate our triumph or we are celebrating, but inside, like backstage or, you know, when we are done, we know that there's people that doubt our authenticity or why we win what we win. You know, there's this feeling of defensiveness, you know, of like, no, not attack from Sesengs. Attack, maybe there's like talking, you know, talking, people talking about them or being like, oh, they got that award. You know, so I think that they probably also, because they got it twice, the card of, you know, the Seven of Wands. So I was sensing that, you know, that they remain optimistic because of the fans. You know, they definitely are like, okay, we deserve this, we work really hard, but maybe, um, maybe there's certain criticism, or they notice certain people acting weirdly around them, or maybe they hear people gossiping, talking about them, um, and they are just like, they are not happy with that. They are not they are on the defensive. When you're supposed to enjoy that your moment, that you're winning something meaningful, that you work really hard all the years to get this, and when you get this, yeah, you get this, everyone applauds you, but then at the same time you hear people whispering, you hear people making up stories about you, and why you got it, and you know that usually it's about jealousy and envy. Yeah. mm. And they are a bit like, this is why with the high priestess I'm like, why are you hiding from me? And I think that what they are hiding is their frustration. They don't want to show that they're actually very angry. Some of them, they are like, I'm angry that people are saying this because it's so unfair. We work really hard for this. But yeah, it's envy and jealousy, honestly. Um, it's just as it's a very competitive world, guys. But I think that maybe some of them are like, in 2025, let me go. Let me leave because I don't want to hear this. I'm tired of this. Like, but yeah, the guys are doing, I like 17. They they are getting quality, they're getting a lot of things that they didn't have before for guys. But the talent, they brought it themselves. The talent is theirs. They were always talented. Mm. Okay. I'm going to continue with MEOW for 2025. You saw me shuffle, guys. You did show me saw me shuffle the cards, and I got some of the same cards. Uh, okay. I got the hangman twice, so I'm like, oh no. Okay, the hangman for MEOW, the tower, 8 of cups, page of swords, and the 6 of wands. Well, the 6 of wands, I kind of like it at the end, the 6 of wands, but again, we have the hangman. In this deck is called observe, the keyword. Yeah. Also, they got the 8 of cups in the middle, like 17. Except that I believe that these girls don't have to go enlist, but the hangman twice. I mean, they could liberate themselves from stagnation. They could deliver, like, they could set themselves free a bit from, I don't want to say hiatus, but I think that there's going to be some pause, some pause for MEOW. There's a lot of like, no, let's wait, no, let's review this, no, you guys are not ready. Honestly, they wish they could break this. They wish they could break this. But it's not up to them. It's not up to them. Honestly, something has to happen, because I don't know who manages these girls, but I sense a lot of resistance to change. And when they don't know what to do with them, they put them on a hold. They hold all practices, all, because I don't even see the girls like, okay, maybe you are on a hiatus but you go to practice. That usually for SM artists I do see this, the guys are on hiatus, but I got the page of pentacles, that is that they're always studying and working, studying and rehearsing. I remember when I got for Lucas the page of pentacles so much. I got it for Songhan as well. And I was like, why are they making these guys practice so much through all these long months and we haven't heard anything from them? So they definitely make them work even though they're in hiatus. But for the girls, I think that it's more like, it's not a hiatus. It's like, let's wait to release this because I don't like this. So we have to see a way to do this all over. It's just that they, not they the group, but I think that probably when it comes to the concept of for the girls, they want to break the mold so much. They want to have like a groundbreaking idea or concept that they end up doing the same. It's just that they refuse to change. The things that they have to change, they don't change them. It's like they prefer to wait. They prefer to let time pass instead of, realizing that maybe, we are not changing what we think that we're changing. So it's more about letting the time pass, walking away from, obsessing over something, and let's just leave it rest to a side, and we will come back later, a few months later. So I see a lot of like interruptions, delays. But with the Ace of Cups, the girls also are like, okay, it is what it is. You want us to wait, we will wait. Also, the girls, it's not like they are like, oh my God, like I want to break free from this. No, they're like, okay, whatever you say, you know more than us, okay? We will follow what you say. Also, the card that they got, the handman, the keyword is observed, they got it twice. So there's a bit of helplessness, there's something about like, okay, we cannot resist this, we cannot fight back. So what we do? You want us to wait, we wait. But then I can sort of see, an idea, a concept, a comeback, and actually this being successful. I can see, after them leaving things rest for a while, finally someone coming up with an idea. It's like finally like the eureka moment. Finally, I came up with something new. Here, this is the idea. Go execute it. And it's going to be celebrated. The Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I really did like the Six of Wands at the end because it's like maybe the person that writes these songs, they are sort of like running out of ideas. And someday, they need time and space, to think all over, like what do they want. I think that if this is like a producer, it's not the usual producer. It could be someone younger and inexperienced, but this could be someone that is like, I have this idea, or it could be one of the members that could come up with an idea and be like, I have this idea, we could do this, and it's going to turn into a success. But yeah, probably, 2025 for MEOW is going to be about observation. Just stop and observe what is going on around you. Maybe learn a bit much more about the industry, about how they manage themselves, about the people that manages them, getting to know people, getting to know themselves. I don't know, but it seems also a year of a lot of reflection and waiting. But yes, it's not a problematic year. He's the white cheese of label group. It will be a dungeon for a while for them. Can you get the handman twice? Like, it's unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to continue with aespa. Please, guys, don't forget to give a like to the live stream if you can. It means a lot to me. It helps me to find. Oh, they got it. I didn't shuffle it. It just fell on here. They got again. They got for aespa. Oh my. Oh my. Well, it's not a hiatus card, but again, another year of reflection for aespa as well. Okay, for aespa, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands. A lot of people at the end. And then the Hangman. The girls are so exhausted. Like, it's not just physically. I think that they are so fed up. So fed up. Like, there's something about them going to war and came back. They're standing strong in 2025. They're standing strong because, they are fighters. We have the Seven of Wands in the middle, so they will, they will defend themselves. Definitely, they will defend themselves. But probably 2025 is going to be a year of probably some attacks. And when I say attacks, I don't mean it like, crazy fans. No, I think that is just feeling on the defensive. Maybe they do something amazing and backlash comes from another part. So they have to stand their ground. They have to remain strong and, on the defense. I don't see them being able to relax. I don't see that 2025 is going to be a year of like, well, we can take a more chill attitude. No. Also the Lovers, I have the Lovers here. So there's probably people are so interested in their love life or who they hang out with. If they like girls, if they like boys, there's a lot of um, a lot of interest, about, I think that there's a bit of like, how can I say this in English? Um, how can I say this? I cannot think of the word. But people are so fixated. They get a weird feeling of excitement about, if the girls are dating each other or if they like another girl. There's something about, especially because I see in these cards that in this card I have, you know, two people of the same sex. So I'm thinking about it and I'm like, they are so fixated on like, if the one of the members hangs out with another girl from another group and like, oh my God, they were so sexy with each other. There was a lot of skinship. So I wonder if they're into each other. There's a lot of fantasy, of a lot of obsession. Um, there's a lot of fixation on the girls being lesbians as well. I must say this that I have here. This is why I think that probably the girls, there's something about them also being in the masculine era, not being able to show ladylike, because it's like, even if they are like ladylike or just a normal girl, there's something about, maybe the audience just want to pair them with another girl, and and it's weird and it's a bit twisted because they seem to, maybe they have a lot of fans or some fans that are, are into the same sex. So, but they also don't like the girls when they are around male idols. So there's this, I'm sure that probably for other maybe girl groups, this dynamic happens a lot. But for aespa, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. So when they show something that sort of contradicts this is when, the chaos unleashes. Because I see men here. I see, I see a King of Swords and I see a Page of Wands. So there could be two men, someone older and someone younger, that could be brought up again, like a dating rumor, or them being associated with them, and the girls having to defend themselves and be like, no, I'm not dating this person. It's just that we had to work together, or we just happened to be in the same building, but that's not my partner. So yeah, I see an older than them, I would say like in their 30s, a man, and then I see a younger man that could be another idol. These people being also very much in 2025. Um, and this could actually get chaotic and get one of the girls in hiatus. Or maybe even get one of these guys in hiatus as well. They all resolving with hiatus. The hiatus is like the resolution card. They don't do something else. But yeah, also, the handman is all about being in very uncomfortable situations, but you have to endure it and learn from this. It's uncomfortable, but it is what it is, and you do have to observe this. I remember, I believe it was at the beginning of this year that I believe that Karina also had like a dating scandal. So, it could be that this year, maybe it's not her, maybe it's other members, but, there's a fixation on their love lives, maybe who they're dating, who they're seeing with, and people are not letting it go. So the girls will continue working, will continue to be professional, but they will have to defend themselves, because if they see them hanging out with the opposite sex, people are going to go wild. And it's serious. And it's serious. People, they will have to defend themselves. Yeah. So also to the group, that whoever group gets associated with an aespa member, I feel sorry for them as well, because it's not their fault. It's not the group's fault. It's not the group of the girl or the boy or whoever, but it's the fans. It's the crazy fans. They are on a roll. They bought the fantasy. A fantasy was delivered to them, and they took it very far. So yeah. Yeah. And now talking about Jungwon, we are going to be reading for Enhypen. Let me know, guys, with the emoji of the red flags if my mic goes turns off. Okay, for Enhypen. Okay, for Enhypen. 2 of Wands, the Tower, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, King of Wands, and 7 of Swords. The keyword is seek the truth. I think there's something about me feeling like there's a strong feeling of, and Enhypen is being lied to so much. Like, and they know this. They know this. This is why we have the 7 of Swords. The guys are very intelligent in that sense. They are being, they lie to them. They lie about that. Oh, we guys appreciate you so much. Yeah, you're part of our family. Because I have the 10 of Pentacles in the middle. So there's something about like, oh, you guys are part of, this legacy that we have. And this is BS. But yeah, the 3 of Wands, and yeah, at least they know exactly. The 3 of Wands and the Tower, there's this feeling of, them. They want to break the mold. There's something about Enhypen being like, we are not one of your, of your many followers. Like, we are different, and different. I definitely see this with the 3 of Wands and the Tower. There's something about them breaking the mold, literally. They really sort of shake a bit the foundations of a very stable, environment where there's like legacy, and there's like a lot of money, and they definitely know that they are in a very luxurious place. I wanted to say they are in a very like abundant place. Um, but at the same time, they are rebels. They are rebels with the Free of Ones and the Tower. There's something about them in 2025 being able to maybe break a record or just gain something in a very unexpected way that no one has done before, and this challenges sort of the legacy, because it's like, oh, but we didn't expect you to get this, because usually our other groups, it takes them, I don't know, X amount of years, and for them it's like, well, we are different. So I see them, like, definitely I see them speaking up, but not. I think that with the Seven of Swords, there's this feeling of like, actually, I'm not saying much. I'm just smiling and nodding and be like, yeah, yeah, but I know. There's something about them being like, we know the truth. This is why the keyword is says seek the truth, because they have been suspicious for a very long time. And it's like, okay, yeah, now you want to integrate us to your family, but maybe before you actually like left us hanging. So 2025 could be a part where they are being mentioned a lot, when it comes to family, them getting along. There's something about them not getting along with other groups, and this is not like to say that they don't like each other. No, but I think that for them it's like, it's always been us, like when we are with others, it's like, yeah, we try to get along, or we are decent, we are respectful. But honestly, the real family is ourselves, like the members. This is why they call this BS. It's like, yeah, you include us when you need us, but then, in important moments, we are not part. So you're selective about when you want to include me and when not. Um, Also, this Five of Cups with the King of Wands. Who is their manager? Who runs Enhypen? Who manages Enhypen? Mm. It could be a CEO. They are that it's sort of, it's going to say something, it's going to leave them sort of disappointed. There's something about them feeling like, oh, we thought that you liked us or you valued us. You said that you valued us, but then you made a comment about us that it wasn't very positive. I think that there's someone that is talking bad about Enhypen in the company, and it's someone influential. Maybe this person could even say it in an interview, just like out there in the open. Just trying to be funny, trying to be. But I think that this person probably is also very authoritarian. So maybe he does say something. is to sort of assert his dominion over certain groups, you know, and be like, okay, yeah, I'm the one that I'm the boss here. So, you know, even though maybe I'm insulting your intelligence, you know, I'm doing this because I care. So yeah, with the Five of Cups, I think that they are losing respect for certain people in 2025. You know, there's something about them losing a bit, you know, maybe the few people that they trust, they are like, oh, you know, you show me your true colors. Okay, okay. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, it's going to be a very challenging years, all about, you know, ripping off the mask of the people around them. Um, I don't see them getting confrontative. I just think that they feel sorry for the situation. They are like, you know, we could have had a better relationship, but you chosen to be like this. Um, and there could be a bit of sabotage of certain things for them. So I think that this is where it all starts. You know, when actually the guys are supposed to be advancing with something, and maybe there's certain delays, there's a certain interruption. Um, Honestly, if this is about the company with the Ten of Pentacles here in the middle, there's something about them prioritizing maybe other people in the company or in another company or place, I don't know, that is like, oh, you know, we have the family back, or we have the family. So, and they are sort of being like, you know, to the side. But yeah, the Seven of Swords is all about being strategic as well. It's about you maybe finding out certain things about people, maybe people that are fake. And you'll be like, oh, so this is who you are. Okay. I got the memo. Okay. You know, I got the information. Now I know who I'm dealing with. And also when I saw this King of Wands, I was like, could this be a member? Could this be a member, you know, with, I hope not, you know, with the Five of Cups and the King of Wands, because the guys are very young to be represented by kings, but, you know, there's a loss for this member. There's a loss. There's like a bit of sadness, you know. But definitely Enhypen is a group that they are used to having this sort of dynamic around them. There's something about them sort of knowing that this is the people that they're dealing with, even if it has to do with haters or stalkers, they know. They know. They know. So so yeah, they have to be strategic. They have to be very, you know, very intelligent, just very sharp also, you know, not share much information, because whatever they say is going to be taken the wrong way. So, you know, also be careful about what you say. It's tough, this group. But the Ten of Pentacles in the middle also lets me know that when it comes to incomes or maybe earnings, they are going to do well, they're going to do great, or maybe they're going to be able to sustain prior success. But there's a lot of drama around them. There's a lot of drama, a lot of gossip. So, yeah. Yes, they're being paid well. Yeah, I see stability. But they're like, okay, yeah, I see stability, but with you know, what's the price? You know, the price that we have to pay, you know, for. Oh my. They started playing music. I'm going to start with, I'm going to continue with winner. Okay. For winner, we start with the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Tower. We have the King of Wands in the middle. We have the Moon. And we have the King of Pentacles. And then from the other deck, we have the cards of giving and receiving. Yeah, honestly, for winner, I don't know. Does anyone know if the group is all together, like if they are united, or if there's other people enlisting? Because I see people, I see people, but they are in the picture, but it seems like they are all separated, doing or dealing with their own things. I don't see, like, the group is like, oh, this is the group going towards this goal. I see different people, dealing with different things and maybe having the spotlight for certain things, but it's all very individual, I would say. For the Knight of Pentacles, with the Tower, definitely there's someone that maybe is working or studying, or preparing themselves, but I see it very unstable. I see it very unstable, very unstable, very unstable. And oh God. Some are still in the military, and the rumors are one of them is sort of avoiding. Yeah, there's a lot of this, like, different goals. In the middle, I do have the King of Wands, so maybe there's some that are more talked about than the others. But we also have the Moon, so maybe even we have the King of Pentacles, that could be like the most stable one that probably is working. There's one of them that maybe is not in the military; they are working. But with the Moon card, there's this feeling of, like, I cannot. It's the radio. They turn off the radio. I don't know. Wait, guys, I want to see if I can see. Can you hear me, guys? It's my neighbors. They are turning on the radio. I don't know, or it's like a live festival. So yeah. So yeah, I thought it was my dad. I went to check in. I was like, because he doesn't hear that well. So sometimes when he turns on the radio or when he, listens to music, he puts it very loud. So I was like, if it's him, I'm going to go and tell him. But no, he was over there. He was like, no, actually, it's not me. Okay. But it's the stereo radio. I don't know what they're using. But it's just people talking. Like it's like an MC talking, and then they play the music. But yeah, and I don't know. They're also playing with the volume because it seems like it goes down, then it goes up. Oh, so I'm sorry for winner's energy because I'm trying my best to see this, but they just turn it on right now, like now. Um, But yeah, also, the card from the other deck, they have the Six of Pentacles, the giving and receiving. So there's like a lot of, um, like, I think that could it be that they have issues with their contract or something like this? Because I think that with giving and receiving, there's something about, like, there's not like an agreement. Even if they're all together, giving and receiving is like, I feel like you are not giving me what I need, or what you given me compared to the others is like you haven't given me the best treatment. Um, but honestly, I think that if there's a member that is going through something, he's not the only one. Probably there's another one that maybe this person, I don't know, started a business, or there's something about them probably not being able to go through um, the best moment in what they're doing or what they're pursuing, because I have the Tower in here. So there's a lot of like um, interruptions, abrupt change, like a lot of their stability is a bit chaotic, and it's a bit messy for 2025 as well. So I don't know. In the middle, I can sort of see maybe the leader, if I'm sure they have a leader, or maybe the most popular member out of all of them, trying to sustain this, or maybe trying to talk to the fans. But with the Moon card, I think that maybe one of them goes out and they release a statement, or they release something, but I don't see them. I see them separated. I don't see them supporting each other, or joining forces to give clarity to a certain problem, if they have problem, or if they have differences. One of them I see more hardworking. Maybe it's the one that is in the military. Probably is the one that is putting the effort, very slowly. Maybe time passes very slowly for this person, but he's trying his best to adapt to a very unknown place. With the Tower, it feels like it's not that comfortable. But the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, it could talk about maybe the two members that are out, that they are older, and they probably, I don't know, are much more well established in their lives. So even if they are being accused of something, or people distrust them, definitely with the Moon card. I think that maybe there's something about some winner members that just people in general, they have like a tendency to be distrustful around them, or be suspicious. Like it's like people already have this preconception of them, and I think that people already are like, oh no, that person is cheating, or no, that person is doing something wrong. And also because I don't know if they see them as people that shows off what they have, or if they are very opulent, or if they have opulence, or if you see them that it seems like they have businesses and things, because they both of them are very, they appear on the reading. So they are like showing themselves. They are like, yeah, this is who we are. Like, yeah, I'm here. You know, I don't know. I'm sure that Winner has a lot of members, but in here I see 3 that probably are going to be like mentioned in 2025. But there's moments of chaos and confusion around them. But I think that also this process is also a process of they have 4 members. Is this process is necessary, because honestly, if they have the Tower and the Moon card, even though we have kings here, so it means that these people are mature or they have been in the industry for a very long time, so they know what they're doing. Maybe, you know, this whole shaking foundation or everything that is falling apart is sort of a wake-up call for them to analyze their situation. Because here with the card of Six of Pentacles, giving and take, and also the Six of Pentacles, it talks about contracts. It talks about like, okay, I gave you this, what did you give me back? Or, you know, I did this for you, what did I receive? You know, there's something about giving and give and take. So maybe, you know, things are not that clear in their contract, or maybe they don't feel like they had gained the support, or they gave a lot of themselves, and they haven't actually get like the recognition or the support that they believe that they deserve. So I think that they have been in the darkness for a very long time. So, you know, when I have the Tower, the Moon, it seems like everything around them personally and career-wise is very confusing. But it's like this, so they can sort of see it and not avoid it, because maybe they are avoiding certain things, and I believe they have to put an end to something or to put some certain conditions, but no one is speaking up. No one is speaking up because there's something about them, I don't know, especially the older ones. I think that they are more like sort of used to, because I see them as kings, so there's a bit of attitude, you know, of like, you know, I'm happy, I'm comfortable here because they gave me status. You know, I know a lot of people. I don't know, in my own way, I'm successful, or I'm known, or people respect me. So, but we have the Moon. So actually, I think that they are not that respected like they think, or they are not that appreciated as they think. Actually, people think that they're shady, that they are hiding things, even though they look very successful, because I see, you know, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, you know, a lot of attitude, a lot of energy, a lot of power maybe, but there's something here that is, their career is a mess, or maybe the group itself is a mess. And this is not just because of the enlistment. This has been going on for a while. It's just that there's no one here that puts an order. It's just people that remain in there, in the chaos, sort of witnessing the chaos, but you don't make a decision. Everyone else has moved on, but you haven't. So why? You know. It's like I don't know. It feels like it's a pride thing, you know, because I don't even see work. So maybe people are also questioning, like, okay, like, but what are you doing? Like, what, you know, productively, like, what, you know, maybe people. That's why people feel very distrustful, because there's an imbalance. You know, there's an imbalance with give it and take. It's like we are not receiving what we're supposed to receive from you. maybe the audience feels like this as well. Like, you know, we haven't been receiving nothing from you. But nevertheless, we do see you running around. Like, we do see you maybe showing up, or maybe because it seems like they are popular. But I don't think that in 2025 they're going to make a drastic decision now. No. They are just in there, in the confusion. And people will speculate. Okay, yeah, this is what's happening. No, this is not what's happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue with Chaonu. Hmm. Chaonu also gets me, sometimes when I read for him, he also gives me very heavy energy. He has a lot of major arcanas as well. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Tower in the middle, the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and we have the Eight of Swords for him from the other deck, Helpless and Hopeless. Every time I read for him, I sense this of him. I see him like this, very isolated, very like not very connected actually. A lot of people want to connect with him. I think that obviously it makes sense. He's so popular, you know, he's so beautiful, he's so talented. But him, I don't feel him like, oh yeah, I really want to be with that person, or I really have this desire of do this with this person. No, no. Could it be that in 2025 he's going to enlist? Because the tower in the middle is like, you know, your stability, the way you know it, is going to change. There's going to be an abrupt change. I mean, he can do a bit of activities, you know, here and there with the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, you know, him trying to be active or trying to show up. But he's sort of holding on. He's holding on his resources, or maybe he's holding on his need to maybe get into bigger roles or activities, because he knows that is coming. So he's sort of holding on his need. Maybe he's a workaholic as well. So, but he's in 2025, he's slowing down. He knows that it's not about that. Um, but yeah, there's also indecision about where they're taking him. There's indecision. Does anyone know if he has some health issue or some health condition? Because we have the Lovers. So there's duality of like, okay, where do we take him? Or what do we do with him? Um, because there's also from his part, there's a lot of infatuation. So definitely they are reviewing this. Like we cannot take him to a place where he's going to be very much like exposed because there's a lot of infatuation of people towards him. This is the word that I wanted to express when I was reading for aespa, and when they also got the lovers. I was also thinking about the word infatuation. When people are very obsessed with you. Men, women, everyone. Um, and they probably are like a bit hesitant about where to take him. But honestly, he doesn't care. He doesn't have also like an idea of like, oh, this is where I want to go. No, the Four of Cups, he's in his world. He's numb emotionally. He's numb emotionally. He has been numb emotionally for a while, and I think that we have discussed this. Maybe it has to do with his grief. With maybe he has personal problems. Not everything in life is just because I'm beautiful and successful, I'm happy, haha. No, I think that there's something with the Eight of Swords that he feels stuck. He feels stuck mentally, emotionally. Maybe there's certain emotions or certain feelings or perceptions or ideas that he doesn't allow himself to release. He feels stuck. Like maybe he has the possibility to talk to someone, he will not use it. He will avoid. He's not in a place of looking for help. He prefers to be hopeless and helpless. He's sort of like he's like he wants to be like a sort of martyr. It's like, okay, let me suffer a bit on my own. This is why we have the Eight of Swords. It's like he's somehow consciously choosing to be this trap. Probably because maybe there's something about him that he feels lonely, and he feels that there's no one that can help him, or there's no one that he can trust. That maybe he's surrounded by a lot of people, but when it comes to help, support, understanding, loyalty, there's not. There's not. Because I don't see people here. I don't see people. I don't see someone special being like, sometimes people, when it comes to Chaonu or maybe other famous celebrity or someone that is beautiful or someone that is very wanted, people fantasize like, oh, they have people around them left to right, they are, and no, sometimes, the most beautiful people are the loneliest. So yeah. Yeah, he's like waiting for the change. He's waiting for the change. He's like, wake me up when this is over. Yeah, the Empress. I mean, they could give him a very comfortable place, actually, because we have the Empress. So, it could be a beautiful, very luxurious kind of place where he doesn't have to do much effort. I don't see him fighting on the ground, on the dirt. No, it's much more like a place. But I mean, he could be already studying for this. With the Knight of Pentacles, I can sort of see him studying something or practicing something to be there, or preparing himself, through education or just reviewing some information, maybe filling some papers. But he's also like refraining maybe from exposing himself in public. Yeah, they're going to give him the best of the best. Also, with the Empress, I see him just being his beautiful self. Definitely, he's going to cut the attention of all the people around him. With the Empress, I see that he gets people's attention without he even trying. He's that beautiful, that magnetic, that um, it's like it's not that he does something on purpose to, get a better treatment or for people to give him the best. No, he just is. He exists, and he's just so appreciated. He got the Empress. So even when he maybe is not trying to seduce anyone or just being cool or cute, he's so breathtaking. With the Empress, there's something about him, not having to do much, and people are like obsessed with him. Mm-hmm. But I think that with the tower in the middle, I think that he wants this break. He wants this to be even a bit traumatic. He's like, yeah, hit me, hit me with whatever you got. Just because he's numb. He's numb. Whatever happens or comes from the exterior, like good news, bad news, he doesn't differentiate. He's not connected. Yes. He worked really hard, yes. Yes. Even when a lot of people stopped, he kept working. And this is why, when he knows that things are about to change, he feels so trapped yet mentally. Because he maybe wants to run away from his own sorrow, or he wants to run away from his own sensitivity or his own vulnerability. And no, there's no way you can run. You have to face it. If you feel sad, or if you feel like you have something pendant inside your chest, in your heart, you have to let it out. You have to express it. No amount of work and responsibilities is going to cover what you are going through inside. And just mourning and grief can wait, can catch up on you, can catch up with you. It's like it's patient. It doesn't appear. You want to put it in the background, you want to continue with your life, great, go. But then one day it hits you. It hits you like a ton of bricks. And you just break. And I think that maybe there's a part of him that he's like, okay, let's do this. Break me, please, because he probably has been living in automatic, and he just he doesn't know how to get out of this. But sometimes it has to come out from the outside, because he himself, he is he's a guy that is not easy to, you cannot give him a piece of advice or something, because he's not going to do it. If you tell him to do something, he's going to do the opposite probably. So it's really hard. He prefers to isolate himself instead of listening to other people talking. He's like, who are you to talk about what I should do with my life? I know what I should do with my life. This is my life. So he doesn't allow other people to interfere in his personal process. It may take him a while, but he will get there on his own. He kinda remember Jun Channel, a very beauty visual in a small company group. They work hard to get where they are now without stop. Yes, very Aries, exactly. Very Aries. Yeah. But yeah, wherever he goes, he's going to be treated like a princess. So don't worry, don't worry. He's not. He's going to be okay. They love him so much. They adore the ground he walks. He's a god. I would say he's a god in his country, or maybe in other parts of other countries. I don't know. Maybe he's like. I'm sure that if he will come to my country, I'm sure that the fans here they would be also kissing the ground where he walks. But he's very beloved. He's very beloved. He's like one of a kind. I think that there's not other men probably that has like, yeah, there's pretty faces and pretty idols or pretty actors, but Chao Nu is like is him. Is like is a god. He's like an entity outside. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, he's one of a kind. The pride. Yes, and no one can like duplicate, his his beauty because he's one of a kind. Well, guys, I think that this mic was a success. This is a new one. I have this is the one that I've been using. That remember that it cuts when it reaches the 2 hours. For what I noticed, this hasn't. We are 3 hours 4 minutes. Oh, is it? It's off. It's now, but yeah, it's you can hear me? But because the thing is attached to the phone. Oh, but I wasn't able to count how long it lasted. Well, I will have to count. I wanted to get one that would last like 4 hours because you know that sometimes we do have long live streams and I don't want to. But I do have two, so if I have to change to this one, I have this one charged. So I'm better just in case this one turns off. I have another one. But oh God, I swear, with the mics, and I couldn't find the one with the cable, the one that I used to wear that it was very old. But that was work wonders because since it's like plugged in and it has like a cable, it doesn't need to be charged. But these ones are to do TikToks, to do like a 1.5 minute TikTok. It's not to do a live stream. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Wait. Can you hear me better now? Because this is plugged to the phone as well. Can you hear me better now? I mean, now it's working with the mic of the phone. Oh, but it's off. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's kind of far away. Next Wednesday, I know is January the 1st, but
I'm still going to try to go live because it's Wednesday. And I was thinking that since we usually do romantic Wednesdays, the topic is about romance. And I was thinking that I'm going to create a community post about, how romance is going to be for them in 2025, romantic wise, or the romantic life in 2025, about romance. So in that community post, if you guys remember, go there, or if you see the post, leave the comments, leave the person, your favorite idol or artist, leave in there who you want me to read for in that aspect, in the romance department for them in 2025. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do that romantic topic on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine before I'm pulling cards and all of a sudden we get some news? I hope we do get a lot of news, dating news, because we need to normalize this. There cannot be still like idols being harassed, because they are suspected of dating, or like it shouldn't be like this. It should be normalized. So thank you guys for your patience. Sorry for the interruption of my neighbor's music. I'm sorry, I apologize. But yeah, thank God they didn't start with that sound like, earlier, because my live stream would be interrupted. But yeah, this is like this. One day, maybe this year I'm going to achieve my dream. Me and my dad were thinking about moving to a much more like a countryside, quieter province. So if I accomplish that, that I will have a much more peaceful environment to do the live streams without interruption. So yeah, let's hope for that. That's my goal for 2025. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.